So DJI has yet to release an update that allows you to use the Mavic 2 Dual with the smart controller. But in some of the latest firmware, I've actually found a way to make the smart controller and the Mavic 2 Dual work. Unofficially, of course. Stick around. What's up? Welcome back, everybody. My name is Original Dobo, and here on my channel, I do drone and tech related content. So if that's interesting, smash that subscribe button if you already haven't, so you don't miss any of these other videos just like this. Okay, so to do this, you're going to need a couple of things. Now, I don't condone piracy at all, but Android is open source, so you can definitely do this. The smart controller is open source, and I have this Samsung tablet here off to my left-hand side. You do need a micro SD card, and you will definitely need a Samsung tablet. I don't advise downloading sketchy APKs from online, even though it seems like it's safe. It's really not, and you are also going to need a little bit extra to make this work. There is a file that gets downloaded when you install the APK to this tablet. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a SD card in here. Now I've already done this on mine, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put in an APK, or I should say put in an SD card. And I've got my screen right here recording up top. So let me go ahead and unlock my tablet. So I've got this Android tablet. And the first thing we're gonna do is make sure that we have the latest update installed on our device. So you go to the Google Play Store, and then you're just gonna quickly search for Pilot app, and it's right there. And you'll go ahead and install it. So the latest version was released on April 12th, 2019. And it doesn't say anything that it specifically works with the smart controller, so don't let that fool you. Next thing you're going to do is go to your file manager, and you're going to need to go to your internal storage, go to Android. When you go to Android, you want to go down until you find the Pilot app under the DJI folder. When you go into the DJI folder, you'll notice that there's nothing there. That's fine, that's normal, but what we do want to go to is OBB. In OBB, you'll find that there is a folder called .com DJI Pilot app. You want to go ahead and long press, and it's going to be different for every device that you use. Copy that, and then I'm just going to copy that to my SD card, and I already got the file there already, so I'm not going to paste it, but you'll copy that folder. Next thing you're going to want to do is go to the App Store and download an app. It's called APK Extractor. You want to extract the APK from the device itself, and it's really simple. You just find the DJI Pilot app, you extract it, and it's going to drop it internally. When it drops that app internally, it's going to end up here in your internal storage. I have a folder called extracted APKs, and you can see there's all my APKs. I'm just going to copy and paste that to the root of the SD card. Okay? Once you get that to the root of the SD card, it's really simple. You want to do the basically reverse the process that you just did on your tablet to your smart controller. So you power on your smart controller, insert your SD card to your smart controller, and you'll basically install the application. Now, when you first install the application, it's not going to work. You have to make sure that OBB file is loaded. Now, it's going to balk at you and basically say that this is not the right device for this. But once you get the OBB file exactly where it is from the tablet, like you just saw that I showed you here, and you've got yourself signed into the Pilot app, you can go ahead and open this up, and I'm going to power on my Mavic 2 Enterprise. So bear with me about the noise for just a moment. And we should be able to connect. Now, I did bind this, and binding it's pretty much straightforward. You just swipe down from the top. There's a link in button. You obviously click, I'm just going to hit ignore. You also may get some warnings about inconsistent firmware. Don't let that fool you, because that is perfectly normal. And I'm just going to click exit on here. Exit again. You can see I'm greeted with the, I have MSX on right now, but if I wanted to turn on visible, I can turn on the visible, and I can turn on infrared. So that all is working. Let's go ahead and test out some accessories. I'm going to power it down. Thank you. So let's go ahead and turn this off, and I'm going to take this top cover off, and let's pop the light on here, because that's the biggest thing. If the accessories don't work, then all of this is basically useless for anybody using a Dual or a Mavic 2 Enterprise. So I'm going to go ahead and try this again. We'll make sure that it connects. All right, it's powering back on. Okay, so it's back on. You'll notice up in the left-hand corner, there's the light. I'm just gonna ignore. I don't care. And light is working. Cool, so light works. Let's power it off, make sure the speaker works, because that's a big one, right? I'm just gonna wait till it totally turns off. It's off. And let's go ahead and put the speaker on now. All right, speaker's on, power it back on. Okay, let it do all of its deal. All right, so speaker's on now. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and record something. How about that, bitches? I've got the Enterprise working with the smart controller. How about that, bitches? I've got the Enterprise working with the smart controller. Oh, so that definitely works.
Check it on the map.
Yeah, we're gonna check it on the map because that is functional. And then the last is the beacon. We wanna make sure the beacon is working. So let's go ahead and do this. Boom. All right, because this one's a big one. You definitely need this if you're going to be flying, you know, after sunset. So we've got that on. And again, I am powering it down each time just to be safe, just in case. I think it's the right thing to do. All right, so wait in, does this work? It switched over to beacon, let's see. Oh, so that's working as well. So everything is fully functional. I have heard talks that these buttons down here at the bottom don't work, which would basically be the custom one. I'm just gonna say, let's see, can we have this switch to view? Primary auxiliary view, center autofocus. What else can this do? Can we have it do anything else? Gimbal recenter, let's see. So I set that to custom 2. Yeah, so those buttons down below are not functioning, but that is the only thing. And honestly, if that's the only thing that's not working, that's really not all that bad. So let's go ahead and say I'll put that to camera settings. So yeah, it doesn't work with the camera settings down below, but other than that, I mean, let's see if record works. The record button works. Let's see if the photo button works. The photo button works. So, I mean, that's all good. So basically everything's working. You're just missing the functionality of these 2 rear buttons. But other than that, if you have a smart controller and you have an Enterprise Dual or Enterprise and you want to use them together, as long as you copy over the files correctly, it'll all work. Now, I'm not going to be able to link these files because, again, even though Android is open source, I don't want to condone piracy, I should say. But if you do have an Android tablet, or if you have a friend that has an Android tablet or phone even, just copy over those files to an SD card or however you want to get them to your smart controller. Should work just fine. So pretty straightforward process that took literally 5 minutes to do, and you can have a fully functioning smart controller and Enterprise product. Now, full disclaimer, DJI may not, warranty if anything should happen, since this does not officially work with the smart controller. That was a piece of fuzz. But if you have any questions, go ahead, drop them down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Glad I got this working, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay original.